Detecting talk of the day, August the 21st, 2024, 7:30 on the money, a.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. Talk here a little bit. You know, this multi-IQ on this Equinox Manicore, I'm starting to wonder if that is part of why that Manicore, when I change channels in the noise cancel, I don't seem to be able to get very different behavior on target situations, testing that machine, unlike the Deus too. You know, that gentleman Mark G has posted some videos showing these frequencies of the Deus too. I wish he would go back and make a chart or something and take a picture of it on every, especially in the 24 and 40 max frequency bands, of all of the frequencies per frequency channel in the max frequency shift. In those two bands, channel 0 through 6, the high and the low frequency, what are they exactly? Same goes with the Manicore in all 19 channels, especially in all-terrain low conductors. Okay? I mean, here's the question. I don't know the answer to this, but can a bunch of engineers make a machine, if we're comparing machines at equal frequency used, or very near equal frequency used, yet one outperforms the other, what would that mean? I don't know. I mean, you know, you see where I'm going with this, right? See, we're using these detectors and we're comparing them, and I can tell you this with 100% certainty. Some of the testing that's been done with the Deus 2 is flawed. Okay? Because you can't tell what that machine is necessarily capable of by just doing a auto frequency scan from everything I'm seeing. Okay? But the Manicore doesn't seem to be as effective doing that noise shift, that frequency shift. Across the board, it looks to behave more similar across the board. Now, and here's something to think about too, because I've seen this, okay? I seen it, I showed it, I tested it thoroughly. The Legend detector, when it came out, the first few versions, and this may be the strength of multi-IQ, and people need to test that detector too by changing the frequency channels. That machine may have more to offer depending on what frequency shift channel it's in. I don't know. I don't have a Legend anymore, but I did see this. The Equinox. Now, we know it has multi-IQ in it because MindLab told us. Frequency weighting. Well, evidently, when I compared the Legend to the Equinox 800, I don't know if those two machines use same similar frequency or not. I suspect they did. But the Equinox in part 1 outperformed M1, M2, and M3 on that Legend. When you added lower conductive modern trash to higher conductive cooling situations. Now, granted, the machines had different ID scales, but I used a zinc and penny as the reference for rejection. And I even seen this in the wild. You see where I'm going with this? So, did MindLab and the Legend have similar frequencies, yet there was a drastic difference in how the Part 1 behaved on the Equinox 800 versus the Legend, especially in the first few versions when it was released. And henceforth, the Nocta folks seem like they added M3. Well, does M3 use lower frequency? I suspect it does, but I don't know for sure because I've not owned a Legend since they released the version to make it more usable in unmasking higher conductive targets in lower conductive trash. So you Legend owners out there, you might want to have a look at that machine. Doing a frequency shift, does it give it any advantage in iron, for example? Like I'm showing with the Deus 2. I don't know. You won't know till you try it, okay? And remember, the Deus 2 has been out a while. And, you know, it took me a while to catch on to this. I'm not going to lie to people. But it don't seem like many others did. They sure weren't showing it. Okay, well, this is going to conclude the talk, but I've included 2 clips in this video. You know, you've got this Mr. Blackwell in Europe or in England, I guess. He's built this Tekkna program that he uses. And there's some people in the United States that's used it. Well, that's what I've put in my machine. I run you through the settings. The only thing I didn't do that he did is my iron volume is at 7 versus 10. Okay? I've got 2 scenarios that I show varying the frequency shift. And you all get to see the results. And you might take that thing to the wild after you watch them videos. You might pull some finds out that you've been walking past. You never know. That's going to conclude the detecting talk of the day. Enjoy the clips. Alright, bub, I'm going to show you a couple of clips here with the old Tekkna program. Mr. Blackwell created this, okay? It does work. I just want to show you some things here, though, that might help you use it better, depending. We're in the 42 disc. We'll turn sensitivity to 92. Okay, now the hour volume is 7. He runs his at 10, evidently. Reactivity 3, audio response is 4. I'm in full tones, offset is at 10, no bottle caps, no silencer, or no notch, and a silencer of 0. Alright, audio. We're in the square high tones, okay? That's what we're in. First little clip here. We've got 2 nails, another nail over here. I got a piece of flat iron, and then there's the old U.S. nickel. Okay. Frequency max, channel 0. Let you hear that. On a sweep. You don't hear much on a sweep, do you? You see that? Channel 6. You hear that. Channel 3. Less action. Channel 2. On a sweep. Channel 1. On a sweep. See what happens. Channel 0. Channel 5. Channel 6. So you got to hear that, right? Okay, we're just going to take the old nickel off. The ferrous materials have not moved. Okay. Channel 6. On a sweep, you hear what we hear. We didn't hear that with that nickel up there, did we? Channel 5. All iron tone. Channel 0. We'll go back to channel 5. Alright. I'm going to put the nickel back up there. You see it there, right? Channel 5, on a sweep. What do we hear here? You hear that? Channel 0, what do we hear? You don't hear anything, do you? Let me turn the camera off. I'm going to show you one more clip involving that nickel there. You see that concrete nail and a colonial nail, and that nail sticking down in that foam there is a colonial nail. So let me move these 2x4s. Alright, camera back on. You see the 2 nails there. One's a colonial, one's a concrete. And that one there's a colonial sticking down in the foam. That's not very long, that one sticking down in the foam. You see my coal sweep height above that nickel roughly, right? Channel 6. Let me get my coal right here. I'll let you listen to this. Notice coming off that left side what we really hear. Hear that? That's channel 6. Channel 0. You hear that? Channel 3. Channel 1. Channel 6. Channel 5. Channel 0. Alright, you got to hear that. Now we're going to remove the nickel. Now, there's a nail there, and there's 2 there. Channel 0. Channel 2. No non-ferrous present. Channel 3. Channel 4. Channel 5. We got pretty good signal there on channel 5, but channel 6 I think yielded the best. You get to hear that machine, okay? I hope you enjoyed this detecting talk of the day and the demo. That frequency shift there, boys, can be a deal breaker. You got to watch it.